You're in the UK at the moment, is that right?
Yes, mate. Yeah, I just got about 2 or 3 days off, so before we start this arena tour. So yeah,
That was just from Germany, is that right?
yeah, we did. Yeah, did a couple of gigs in France, and then we went to Germany for a week or two. Yeah, and then come home. Yeah,
Okay, so you're just like chilling at the moment, basically.
pretty much. Yeah, get me clothes washed, put them back in my case, and then go back out again. Yeah.
Do you always have like mixed feelings, before you set out on a big tour? I just sat down and I've got to do this all over again.
Uh, yeah. I mean, this one's it's a big tour for us. There's not any pressure on us, but we want to get things right. We want to make it the biggest and best shows that we've done. So there's no pressure or anything, but we are thinking about it a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of big stuff. I think.
Yeah, and you've got I believe you start November 10th to the 27th in the UK. Then you're off to New Zealand and Australia for the big day outs.
Yeah.
Have you been to that part of the world before?
Yeah, we did big day out. 06, I think it was. Um, so we went out there. We did New Zealand, and then we did obviously all the tour basically in Perth. Adelaide, wherever it goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, I'm so jealous actually. 'Cause you got that. I could just come back there like a month ago, but
Right.
yeah, I would have loved to been down there for that, but oh well.
Yeah.
And you got I think a show in Paris in February, and then are you just gonna take some time out for a new album or just relax it?
No, I think it's all pretty much go, mate. To be honest, so we're gonna be touring pretty much solidly till August next year. I think.
Right. Okay.
Um, it's just kind of we do like I said we've got a tour in Japan before we go to New Zealand, which is quite handy because obviously we can go there, rest for a couple of days, do all the gigs, and then we've only got a short flight down to New Zealand. I think it's only like 10 hours.
Yeah.
Not too bad, it kind of splits the trip up. But so we're doing that, and then so we've got a whole month in Japan, New Zealand, Australia. Then we come back for about 4 or 5 days. Then we go to Europe for 3 weeks, and then we come back. And March really hasn't been kind of confirmed yet, but then as well. So
Okay.
it's non-stop, mate. We're not going to be thinking about a new album until probably end of next year.
Yeah. Fair enough then.
Yeah.
And certainly for the UK shows, and I imagine for Japan as well. You're playing arenas now. Have you found that you've had to perform differently? You've got to reach everyone at the back, and have you found yourself you've had to step up your performance somewhat?
Yeah, kind of not necessarily the performance, just kind of more professionalism sort of thing. We can't go out and get smashed the night before and go on stage and expect everyone to think it's great.
Yeah.
You're more in the spotlight. We kind of take playing live and stuff pretty seriously. We try to sell something a good live band, and what kind of want to keep it that way. We kind of been rewarded for our kind of hard work and stuff by playing. Being able to play these arenas
Yeah.
in England and in Japan. We're playing the Budokan when we go back, which is like I think it's 8,000 people, something like that. Fine, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. That should be awesome. And I heard the classical singer Catherine Jenkins. She doesn't speak at all between like performances. Uh, do you take certain steps to make sure every show is your best?
Um,
Can you imagine doing something like that?
yeah, I mean, yeah, every show. I mean, we love playing. Do you know what I mean? It's like we put everything into every gig, whether it's 100 people or 100,000 people. We just love playing, mate. To be honest, so we always try and make sure our shows are our best. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work because we've got rubbish sound on stage or we've got this or that, But yeah, always put 100%. Always.
Oh, can you imagine Tom not speaking at all between shows?
Try and shut him up, but we can't.
Sorry, mate.
We try and shut him up, but
It's like gaffer taping.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I've been on a few like mini tours myself, like, and life on the road can be a bit dull at times. Do you have any kind of road games you play, like I Spy or anything?
No, not really. Normally we get into DVD box set. That's what we do.
Ah, yeah.
We're on the bus for 9 hours travelling somewhere. We'll get out, I don't know, The Wire or Sopranos or Band of Brothers or we'll go through and we just literally go through box sets like it's a job. So that's what we pretty much do. And that kind of gets rid of all the travelling sort of thing.
Yeah, that sounds right. Is there a bit of a prankster on the bus that kind of annoys everyone?
we're all capable of that when we've had a few drinks and stuff. We're all, someone goes mad every now and then. It's pretty weird.
Oh, fair enough then. And I've heard bands squabbling about the air conditioning and who ate the last chocolate bar and stuff. Is there a few fights on the bus about things like that?
No, not really actually. Not really. We're all we've lived together for kind of 7 years now, so we're pretty. We're all best mates, so we don't let little things like that bother us. If someone's bothering you, or we just kind of just leave them alone, let them settle down. And, we don't really have arguments. You know what I mean? Nothing words every now and then, but it never explodes into an argument.
Oh, that's pretty cool then.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's a good environment.
Yeah. Now I've heard bands say that fame can affect band members even subconsciously. Have you noticed that maybe you or perhaps people around you act differently? Since this decade you've been around.
Definitely. I mean, they say there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance.
Yeah.
I'd like to believe that everyone in our band is on the top of the confidence bit. You know what I mean? But I'm sure people look on to some of us and just think, he's a bit arrogant, he's a bit kind of. But if you actually get to know us and you know us, then we are more confident. But you have to be. This is what you do. Then you can't step on of 80,000 people and not be confident. So it has changed us. But when we come home, we go down the pub and all our mates take the piss out of us. They haven't changed towards us, we haven't changed, towards them. So we still come home and we go and play football on the park with my mates and we go and do this. So I believe that the band, although we have got a lot more confidence, I won't say cocky, or arrogant, but we've definitely changed, consciously, and probably the unconscious bit is what other people see in us,
Yeah.
Not what we see. So I believe we're still the same. We all still live in the same place. We're all still up in Leicester where we grew up. So
okay.
Around,
Because one of the things I hear bands complaining about is when they get back home from tour, people around them just want to talk about what happened on tour, but obviously they don't want to talk about that because they're kind of bored of it and they want to find out what other people are up to. Is that a problem for you?
It kind of used to be, but kind of people know. I mean, all our mates, I've been our mates since we were kind of 10 years old, so they're all just we always talk bollocks most of our mates.
Fair enough.
We'll just go out, have a few beers and have a laugh, but it was never a problem, but it can get to you sometimes, especially if you go to if I go to a party with my girlfriend and some of the people there don't know me, it is like you walk into an interview.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I'm off for a week, just be alone sort of thing. But but then you're on the flip side of it. You've got to understand that you are in the public eye. People want to know, and at the end of the day, it's kind of your job to kind of let them know, because if you're going to have a certain amount of fame, then you've got to give a certain amount of yourself away. You know what I mean? It's like if someone comes up to you for a photo, you say no. It's like, well, hang on a minute, they bought your album, so you should be, you should be saying, yeah, of course you can have a photo, because then, without them, you're nothing, are you? Really?
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. And obviously your last album, Ryder, Pauper, Lunatic, Asylum, rolls off the tongue. That went to number 1 in the UK charts for a few weeks, and I think Q Magazine voted it number 1 recently. What about outside England, like Europe and Asia, America, Australia? Do you know how that's performed?
It's done quite well in Japan. I think it went to number 3 in their domestic chart, which they have 2 different charts. They have one domestic one. It went number 1 in the chart, but it went to number. It's really, really good.
Okay.
Then we found out about 3 or 4 weeks ago that it actually went to number 1 in Australia.
Okay, that's impressive.
We're pretty surprised with that. Something must have happened because about 20 weeks after it was out, it suddenly went to number 1. So something's happening over there, but we won't find out until January.
And you're still kind of treading the water in America, I suppose.
Yeah, we've kind of left that alone at the minute. We're kind of concentrating on other places.